Hello, I'm Nicole Hendricks.
Alice Mann.
We are the co-founders of the BRIC Foundation, but it's important to us to start the day with a land acknowledgement, so I'd like to welcome Jessica Calderon from the Tongva and Chumash Nations to come and start our day.
Tehovet Amit, Wenehinkam, Netwanya Ne, Jessica Calderon, Tongvet Neha, Koi Mixkanakan, Koi Yo Eme. I would like to welcome you to our ancestral homelands of the Tongva Nation. My name is Jessica Calderon. I am Tongva as well as Chumash, and as well as Yoeme, which Yaqui are the peoples of Arizona and Mexico. Chumash are the neighboring areas from Chatsworth on into central California. And the Tongva peoples are the areas of Topanga on down the coast to northern Orange County, going up towards Corona and parts of Riverside, following the foothills and the mountains, as well as the 4 southern Channel Islands. So every morning it's been my teachings that we always acknowledge the lands that we're on, as well as the peoples who walk these lands before us. And so in our acknowledgement, we always honor and respect the peoples who have walked here before us, and that includes the plant peoples, that includes the animal peoples, that includes the insect peoples, and of course our ancestral peoples. So today I sing a song to honor the ancestral peoples of these lands, being the Tongva Nation. And when I sing this song, I am honoring the 4 directions. I am honoring the east, I'm honoring the north, the south, and the west, as well as acknowledgement to the creations above and the creations below, Mother Earth. And as I honor these 4 directions, I am also honoring your ancestors, as we acknowledge that you all have come from different directions to be here with us today. Tehoveta mer hanuk betam, 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 Tehoveta mer hanuk betam. Tu me comí que me paime, tu me comí que me paime, tu me comí que me paime, tu me comí que me paime. Tehoveta mer hanuk betam, Tehoveta mer hanuk betam, Tehoveta mer hanuk betam, Tehoveta mer hanuk betam, Tehoveta mer hanuk betam. Tu me comí que me paime, tu me comí que me paime, tu me comí que me paime. Tu me comí que me paime, Tehoveta mer hanuk betam, Tehoveta mer hanuk betam, Tehoveta mer hanuk betam, Tehoveta mer hanuk betam, Tehoveta mer hanuk betam. Tu me comí que me paime, tu me comí que me paime, tu me comí que me paime, tu me comí que me paime. Tehoveta mer hanuk betam, 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 Tehoveta mer hanuk betam. Tu me comí que me paime, tu me comí Aweshkoneha, aweshkoneha. Please hold your applause. So, as I mentioned, it's our responsibility to give those acknowledgments. And as you hear me speak today, I welcome you and I urge you to think about the relationship that you have with this land that you work on and that you live on and that you explore on and that you enjoy. And also to think about the relationship that you have with the peoples who call this place their ancestral homelands, as you call this place your homelands. And think about the relationship you choose to have moving forward and how you will begin to create relationships if you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't have one with the lands or the peoples of this lands. And remember that anywhere you go in this world is somebody's ancestral homelands, and you come from a place that you call your ancestral homelands. So walk with love everywhere that you go. Walk gently upon this earth and walk gently upon your relatives, because we are all related and we all need to walk with love within ourselves and for this earth and for the peoples on this earth, including the plant relatives and the animal relatives, because although they don't have a voice to express to us that they are hurting and they are hungry, they are. And I'm here to remind you of that, that this is their homeland too. Aweshkoneha. Thank you.
Welcome, everyone, to the 2023 BRIC Summit. Again, my name is Allison Mann.
And I'm Nicole Hendricks, and we are the co-founders of the BRIC Foundation.
Holy Toledo Batman, we're in person this year.
Is there water somewhere? Do you know?
See some new faces,
Oh, you've been looking for it too.
familiar faces.
I look around this room, and I am filled with so much gratitude. I've had the honor of working closely with many of you over these past pandemic years. It's really weird to be meeting a lot of you for the first time today. The work that we've done together, the programs that we've built together, and the advocacy work that we're doing together has been honestly some of the most meaningful, fulfilling times of my life. We're thankful for the trust that you have placed in all of us, and work hard every day to turn these plans that we've built year after year into action that will improve the employment pathways into the industry.
So for my BRIC newbies, a little bit of history on how we came to be. The BRIC Foundation has one main goal: to increase representation in entertainment, gaming, media, and tech by strategically and engaging with leaders across these industries, along with government and education. Partners, BRIC strives. I feel like I have a loud voice. Of these businesses, and I'll do that. That feels better. Okay. Better? All right. Thanks, Narbe. And businesses, and create inclusive opportunities for women and underrepresented people to be successful. So how did we get here? For me personally, it came from my years of working in animation, gaming, and entertainment. And from these experiences, I knew that everyone was having similar conversations and how to build diverse teams. It also came at a moment where I had cancer. It was a moment of my cancer downtime, as I like to call it. And I had a moment of, what am I doing with my life? I'm like, I spent so many years trying to make impact in studios, which I thought I was doing okay, but I felt like I needed an outlet to really make change. And so I partnered with some amazing humans like Nicole, who not only supported me during my cancer, but was also an amazing partner in figuring out what BRIC could be. So yeah, go for it.
First time around, she wanted to watch all of 90210.
True.
Those of you that know me, sitting still is very hard. And so second time around, when she wanted to really dig in and do the work, spreadsheets are my love language, and whiteboards. So this has really been 5 years of love.
5 years of love. So together we formed BRIC with our first goal of a summit to unite people together for inspiring conversations. And that result is in action today. The summit is our flagship event. This is where it all happens. This is where we make long-lasting change together.
So why are you here? You are not just here to listen. This is really action plans. We don't sell tickets to this event. You are all here. Either you've been chosen by your company, or we've asked you to be here because you have a unique perspective. So we're all coming together. We're all coming to, I'm the worst with mics, I told them. We're all coming together to really try to solve these issues around DEIA. And our goal today, so everybody will have a whiteboard because again, whiteboards are the love language. You're gonna be sitting with strangers and just please chime in. And what we do is we capture all of these solutions and then we distribute them back to all of you and make it publicly available, and that kind of gives the direction of our company for the next year. Many of the programs that we enact today were summit findings from previous years.
So, united we stand, divided we fall. These are words that have been voiced for centuries. We know what they mean, but we don't always live by them. This leads to this year's theme, which is bridging to common ground. I was listening to Chloe Mackman, a Democratic politician and activist from Maine, who speaks about how climate justice campaign can win in rural America. She mentioned how movements we are building are not matching the political power that in order to counter this, she would have to spend time with Republican and independents from her area and really listen to what their concerns were and authentically connect. And you know what? Guess what? Guess what she found? That we all have more in common than we think. My takeaway was that we should step outside of our comfort zones, embrace each other, and find that voice and power that can transform all barriers to change and progress. We need to sit in the discomfort and build bridges to find common ground again. BRIC believes strongly in the intersection of industry, education, and government in order to improve the employment pathways. That's why today you'll meet so many amazing humans from all backgrounds and these unique perspectives. I empower all of you to use those.
But we're not just here to chat, like I said, we're here to work. In 2021, we had a working session at the summit around how to create new access points, and we left with a devoted advisory group of professionals that not only helped us rewrite the California state standards for K-12 public career technical education for the animation, visual effects, and gaming pathways, a mouthful, education has a lot of acronyms, but helped build and shape the first federally and state recognized apprenticeship program. Many of you here today are part of that advisory. If you could just please stand up so I can love you. Like, please, thank you so, stand up. I love you. Tracy, Camille. Thank you. Thank you so much for your year round. Phil in the back, all of you guys, thank you. We could not have launched this program without you. Thank you to our employer partners. Many of you are here today. We're in the middle of matching up our first apprenticeship cohort. We had almost 450 applicants, so the desire for this program is way more than we can supply because we're dealing with 6 to 12 slots, so more employers, please. If you'd like to learn more about our program, Diana, where are you? Diana is our apprenticeship coordinator. Please talk to Diana, and she'll be here all day.
So, back to me. Let's bring the yes and to evolving our businesses and to personal growth. After each goal is met, we should give ourselves a giant high five and then push the goalpost. We did that after launching the apprentice program, and guess what? We aren't stopping, and we're going to continue to build, and I challenge all of you to do the same. Can't stop, won't stop. As we say every year, this has been 5 years, number 5. We know the journey for change doesn't happen overnight, and sometimes the fight is exhausting. But as a community working together, the more united we stand on this common ground, the better our chances are of being heard. That is why today we will break through the barriers that are allowing us to see the progress we so desire to see. Together, we will reinvent the landscape of how we recruit, support, and nurture talent. Together, we will impact our business to make sure they are held accountable for their intentions around representation. Together, we will change how women and underrepresented groups are elevated to be as successful as their counterparts. Today is not about rehashing the past, but we can acknowledge it. We can learn from it and find empathy so we can start operating from a place of equal power. Today is about moving the discussion forward, focusing on our current actions of the present and future. Today, we will unite our communities together to share positive wins that will inspire each other in hopes that we can influence change within our own ecosystems. We will not solve all the challenges today, but we will begin an impactful dialogue that will inspire you to continue conversations after the summit. It's about laying a new foundation and discovering new ways to build our worlds, brick by brick. Thank you all for being here to unite on this common cause of making long-term sustainable change to our employment pathways in front of and behind the camera. Nicole, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna do it. You are my buddy, you are the reason why I'm here. I'm still alive because of you. Yeah, I think living is about who you surround yourself by and who fills your bucket and who can help change the world with you and like de-stress all those things. And I wouldn't be anywhere without you. So I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for all these amazing people in this room. A lot of you I've worked with for over 20 years of my career. I appreciate every single one of you coming, showing up, and doing the work.
And thank you, Al. Nobody would be here without Al. So thank you. And I love you. And we are over time. So I'm going to be very fast right now. We also wouldn't be here without Miss Stacy Snyder in the back. We get a huge round of applause. Thank you, Stacy. There's Miss Ozarin and Zulema, our Netflix team. Netflix, thank you so much for hosting us and elevating this event. They have given us like a whole AV team, parking team, security. Just thank you, thank you, thank you. To all of our volunteers, the artists, the rest of the BRIC team who are all here, and our board of directors, we truly appreciate you and our advice. To our amazing speakers, sponsors, this is our biggest fundraiser of the year. This is what keeps our lights on year round. Thank you. We don't have lights, but metaphorical lights. And thank you for sharing the research that allows us to have these conversations. Certainly not least, thank you to all for just showing up. I apologize, ASL translator. I forgot I was supposed to pause this whole time. I'm so sorry. Everybody else, please pause when they're talking. All right, so I see some of you standing. There's lots of empty tables over here, so please feel free to move through. And with no further ado,